Hello, my amazing artists. I am not here with you this week, but Miss Tiffany is, and I couldn't wait to show you this lesson about Romero Britto. He's an artist that is still living today, and he paints lots of pictures of celebrities, a lot like an artist that we've studied before who does printmaking, Andy Warhol. But Romero Britto is a painter, and he is still alive, so that makes him a contemporary artist. Romero Britto uses lots of bright colors in his artwork and patterns, and he sections everything off with black lines. So today we are going to make our own four-leaf clover Romero Britto inspired artwork. We're going to use marker, and first I'm going to show you guys how we're going to do it, and then you guys are going to stop the video and Miss Tiffany can play it again for you if you want to follow along. So first we're going to start with a black marker. And I like to start with this broad-tipped Mr. Sketch marker. We should have enough that most everyone can have one, and if not, I've got some fat Sharpies we can use. But something that I like to do, especially with marker drawings, is I like to give my drawings a picture frame. It just kind of gives it a nice border and a good stopping place. Now when I'm doing this, when I use my chiseled marker, I'm going to try to use the same line width everywhere. So you can see actually I didn't do that here where I have it thin at the top, and wider at the bottom. But I want to try to turn it so that it is wide all the way down and around. I'm going to do that over here, and sometimes I like to wiggle my lines. That actually gives the appearance that it's straighter in a way. Now, for our four-leaf clover, we're just going to make a small circle in the middle. Again, I'm going to try to keep my flat side, the big fat flat side, down most of the way. And for the first petal, I'm just going to make a heart. Now this heart is going to just have a small indentation at the top. Then I'm going to do an upside down heart here. And then a sideways heart. Now you might want to turn your paper while you're making these hearts, or you can just do your best the way it is. Now, Romero Britto likes to break up his painting with using other black lines. Now this time, I might turn so that the clover stands out. I might turn my marker and use more of the skinny tip. And I'm gonna make a line down each petal. You see how it's skinnier? And then a line over here. Now he will also break up the background. Now the trick to this is you don't want to break it up too much, and you can make curved lines in the chair, curved lines here, curved lines there. But if you break it up too much, you're going to be spending a lot of time trying to figure out what patterns you're going to use. And don't feel like you have to use too many patterns, because just filling in with a lot of color is going to look really good. Now for my clover, you can use whatever colors you want, but since it's getting close to St. Patrick's Day, I think I'm going to make my clover mostly green. Now, a few tricks with marker. I like to outline my shapes before I color it in. And then when I color it in, I kind of chew little bites out of it. And I try to make my lines go all the same direction. Now you can see that I'm using that flat side again, and I'm trying to hold it down the whole way. Sometimes I even lock my wrist and pull my hand. That's going to give me a straighter line than if I try to do it with my hand and it curves a little bit. That was a little exaggerated. Also, I might just do stripes using that broad tip. And you know what? I'm going to do another going to stair step, break off little chunks, and try to keep my lines going the same direction. Okay, and let's make this one curved. So now a trick when you're coloring in is if I want to do polka dots, instead of making polka dots and then trying to color around the polka dots, I can color an area with a lighter color and then go back in and do polka dots on top. So I'll make some polka dots. And you want it to look like the pattern keeps on going. So I might have half a circle here, half a circle here, and there. Now, I'm going to use yellow. It's not exactly green, but it is an analogous color to green, which means it's next to each other on green and yellow are next to each other on the color wheel. And they can mix because actually green has yellow in it. They go really well together. And of course, the other analogous color to green is blue. So I'm going to be using some blue. And then I'm also going to figure out a way to, let's see, I'm going to fill this in with yellow and then go back with some polka dots. I'm going to figure out a way to use a complementary color, but probably just one. And although the complementary color to, let's see what happens when I add this blue. Look, it looks kind of green, doesn't it? Complementary color to green is, of course, is red. And I can do red, but there's a way to do it so that it doesn't look too Christmassy. Or I think I need some dark green over here. I can also, I'm going to do lines this way. I can pick a complementary color to one of the analogous colors. And I think that I'm going to end up using purple because I like the way it looks with all of the others. And it is a complementary color to yellow. Don't be afraid to make it your own and use your own patterns and ideas. But especially if you're running out of time, it's a good idea to color in things with one color. Then you can go back over with a darker color and you can always add some stripes or some polka dots. All right, y'all, I miss you and I'll see you next week. Bye.